Yes, I'm live. I I've decided something. I'll type it out in a community post. Hell, actually, let me just type it out right now super quickly. But yeah, create post. I don't know if I'm gonna leave and take a break because I don't want to do that. It's gonna kill me if I do. So update. I've decided that I'm gonna just start being more relaxed on content making. I'm gonna miss it hardcore if I take long ass break. So I'll keep at it, just not as hard or as prolonged. Boom. God damn it, hold on. Fucking texting somebody and we're gonna do nothing. Hey Anna, what's up? But yeah, I'm texting back and forth with somebody. Jesus Christ. God, my hair's a mess too. I need to. I haven't been to the barber in like forever. But yeah, we're gonna decide something today with the help of chat. So far for Gen 2, there are 17 songs that have been released. From Lucid 3 all the way up until Board, which was 3 days ago. And I have a pretty good idea of what I think it is. But we're gonna see what people think is the best song of these 17. I've been told that Leather is the best, which, objectively speaking, it probably is, but uh, hold on. Keep sending me voice messages. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure the audio is actually working properly and that it isn't super quiet. I think that's fine. We'll see. I can always adjust as time goes on. But this, for Soundtrap Boys standards, was really popular because it got 192 views isn't a lot, but like that and 5 likes for the time was unprecedented. I think only one other song had even hit even close to that, and this just surpassed it. So this was at the time monumental. But if I look back at this now, I honestly don't like this song as much as I did before. But I'll let it roll. Just throw on my shades. Isn't terrible. still listening. I'm just gonna be doing something in the background. Like, all things considered, it isn't that bad. The guitar in the back is kind of nice. I will say this. I remember you saying when I made Trance, which is now Mirage. I remember specifically you saying that it sounded like a Tokyo Drift soundtrack thing, or something about Tokyo Drift. I've said this before, but I'm saying it for stream's sake. I remember you saying that it sounded like something out of Tokyo Drift. Okay, this end part feels a slight bit crowded. I feel like this is dragging on a little bit. Okay. It's not bad. Like, there's nothing bad about this. Like, I'm trying to look back at this from my perspective too, because when I make these, yes, I'm thinking about how it'll sound, but sometimes I just get into the numb mindset of, all right, let's just let this roll, 3-minute song, done. This isn't bad. I don't think, because it might sound like I think this song is just mid, but I don't think this song is bad at all. I just think the first two Lucid entries were better. Like, if I find the OG Lucid, I won't play it here because it'll be wasting time, but if you listen to the OG Lucid, I think it's easily the best of the three. But, I don't know. There were only two parts that I wanted to talk about. I'd have to find it quick. Like, this part with the guitar is nice. Because it's just loud enough to be there. This, like, trap beat feels a little too loud. Okay, where was it? Yeah, this part feels a bit too crowded. There's like 4 or 5 different samples mixed into this one spot. It comes back down nicely at the end, though. I'll give it that. I don't know. It's a nice start to the whole Gen 2 thing. I don't think we've made a bad song so far. but like I think this was kind of just like 6 out of 10 at best. It isn't bad by any means. I just think chill in the beginning, and there's mixing that makes it more intense. Yeah, it kind of goes away from what it was trying to be. Okay, this I think is our most viewed song still. Yeah, 572 views. This song blew up. Jesus. I wonder who this is. Alright. Let's see if this is still as good as I remember it being. The back and forth between the headphones. I don't even remember the vibe I was going for here. Okay. One thing I will say is the fact that I don't even know how to word it. When there's multiple samples going on, there's always one that's front and center. And like like hold on. I gotta find it again. Like this. That bass slash synth line. When you come into this next part, it's still there in the background, but it's mixed in a way that makes it so if you sit and try to listen for it, you can still hear it. But it's not annoying. Like it's giving it depth in a good way. Whereas the end of Lucid 3 kind of felt crowded, here it feels like it's just giving it foundation. So I feel like this song did that part better, at least, for the most part. I don't even remember what's at the second half of the song, I'll be entirely honest. Okay. Alright. Alright. It's a little loud. Definitely a better ending than Lucid 3. Something about this bass line. Also, hey, what's up? Slice is listening to the stream. He was there when I was showing Lego Fan 11, what Vertigo sounded like, and he was there. Okay, so this one I feel like is definitely better than Lucid 3. If I had to redo this end part, I would switch the bass and the synth so that the synth is leading and the bass is in the background. I think I literally just was in the studio, heard that bass sample, and went, this goes hard, and then decided to just make that the forefront. I don't think it was a bad move, I just think having the synth lead would have been a better choice. It's not bad by any means. I think it's definitely a better ending than Lucid 3 was, but yeah, if I could have redone it, I would have turned the bass down because the actual like thing got completely drowned out. So not bad, definitely better than Lucid 3, but I would have redone it a little differently. I wonder. I think Lush is probably going to be what I think is the best one because I don't see anything outright, excuse me, wrong with Lush. That's just me. I already know there's a couple parts in here that I remember saying I would have wanted to change, but you'll obviously hear them when you get to them. But for the most part, I think this one is like Neon, where the first half is really good. Lush is a freaking masterpiece. It's so good. How long is this song? It's almost 5 minutes, Jesus. Nice little build at least. I'm gonna grab a drink quick, but I'm gonna let it play. It's not bad so far, at least. I think around the 2 minute mark is where it starts to kind of get a little crowded, if my memory serves me right. Although, yeah, there is also something I wanted to talk about in a second. Then we have the bridge. Right here. Okay, so before we get into this next part, I want to play this little bridge section again. And there's a part about this. I realize nobody's going to understand this until I say it, but this synth, this little like pingy synth that's about to come in a second, I'm just gonna play it again. That specific, I don't do many things in Soundtrap Boys for a reason, but that is put there for a reason, and the reason why, I'll pull it up quickly. The reason why that specific synth line is in that song and that bridge and why it's so short is because our most popular song before Neon and Lucid 3 came out was this song. And this was made 2 years ago, so if you have the idea that my music making skills aren't the greatest now, imagine how bad this is. But this, the synth line that keeps running throughout this song and keeps coming back, which acts as the chorus line, believe it or not, sounds like that. And then when you go back to Melted, yep, it is literally a direct callback to this song. And I put that in and I realized that like nobody would realize that this is a direct callback because the amount of people who have listened to this song but listened to this song first is astronomically low. But just wanted to point that out because I did that intentionally. But I think I do remember there being a part near this section of the song that's really loud. And I think that was due to a mixing error, like when bands and stuff sample some of their other songs. Yeah, I kind of use it as a callback. Like I think I did that in a couple new songs too. But yeah, I do remember now that there is a portion in here that's really annoyingly loud. And I think that's due to a mixing error. I was trying to process the song and I didn't edit the volume, so it ended up being I'll have I'll have it specifically mixed so like the bass will be lower volume and the trap or just kick snare beat will be higher. And I think due to a mixing error, the synth line in here is like annoyingly loud. So just as a I'm gonna turn my own volume down too, just cause, but I don't remember where it comes in, but I know it's somewhere in this little region. I don't know where it comes in at. Yep, there it is. That was supposed to be much quieter. You can't hear anything because of how loud this one little thing is. I think this part drags on for too long too. Okay, and we have a little kind of drop. Not a bridge, but kind of just a little slowdown spot. Something I should also clarify, if you're ever listening to one of these and you think this same drum section has been running the whole song, or this same synth has been coming back the whole song, that's usually on purpose. Because most of the time you're not focused on the beat anyway. Like here, I think it's a bad example because it's the forefront of everything, but like if I have one bass line running through the whole song, most of the time you won't notice it. I could very easily have like 8 different bass lines running through the whole song, but if I have one just running at varying volumes, it can usually carry the whole track. So just to clarify why that's a very common occurrence. I can't tell if that's a piano or if that's also synth, but I think that's a piano. I think now we're getting to a point where I'm slowly taking away portions of the song. Like the synth line isn't there anymore. Well, this one is, but like the other one isn't. Yeah, probably E piano. it just rides out to the rest of the song. Okay, actual like full song talkie portion of stream. Looking back at it, I would have cut out the last like 30 to 40 seconds of the song. Like I feel like this whole very slow ride out wasn't needed. It's not terrible, but I feel like it makes the song way longer than it should be. There's the elephant in the room of it being really loud. I'm not going to let that take away from the song because I very easily... Do I still have that song in the actual studio? Hold on. You'll get to see a sneak peek of some songs that haven't been released yet, but... Do I still have the actual song? Yes, I do. So I very easily could go in and just make it quieter. So I'm not going to let that take away from the song. I love the callback. Like, I know I'm sitting here saying I love my own work, but I like the callback. It's the first time I ever purposefully did that, and I think it's a nice little... It's not too long, it's not too short, and it's a nice little homage, I guess. I think Neon overall was still better, but my list right now is Neon, Melted, Lucid 3. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to say negatively about the song, because I like getting the bad stuff out of the way so we can talk about the good stuff later. Or talk about the good stuff longer, excuse me. Here, hold on. I like the spectrum, because I specifically made it so that when it goes up, it leaves a trail, because melted, it looks like it's melting on your screen. Like, that part in particular, I still think is kind of cool. Then the melt effect gets away, or goes away once it drops. I don't know if red on black was a good choice, but at least you can see it, so I guess it must not have been that bad. But you can barely see it in the thumbnail. It's not bad. Like, none of these three are bad. It's just there probably was some stuff I could have done better. Melt effect. I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's anything bad about this one. Another thing I should clarify is there... Oh, look. It's my own stream. But sometimes when I make songs, or when I make samples, because I don't ever use my own vocals. I think in Lush 2 and 3, I used, like, sampled vocals. But I don't ever write lyrics. But some of the beats, you can tell where there'd be an opening, where there'd be a verse, a chorus, a verse, a chorus, a bridge, and then one more chorus. And I think this song is a perfect example of that. Song, quote-unquote. I just call them that. But, yes, sampling. So, I guess I'll do what I did for the other one and just let this one play out, and then talk about it. I still think this is one of the better early songs. I could just be using it for nostalgia, because I loved it while I was making it. But of the early... We've released 2 albums now for Soundtrap Boys, for Gen 2 anyway, and it was from Lucid 3 all the way until Processed, and I think of the first album, this is one of the better ones, but I'll just let you decide. I love sampling as long as it's clever. Yeah, that's all Soundtrap is, though, so you kind of just gotta put them together in a way that sounds good. That little roll that happens at the end of each fourth is really nice. Like, that little roll. I'm literally tapping my foot off camera, you can't see it. Then I'll let the trap beat roll out. I can't get over that little roll. It's really smooth. It just sounds so smooth. It's so nice. I'm salivating over my own music. What is wrong with me? Does a drop come in? I forgot. I think it does. Honestly, the song could have ended right here and it would have been fine. Okay, yeah, that just rolls out. Okay. Whole song analysis wise, like I said, I still think overall that's one of the better ones. I'll get the negatives out of the way. The drop I felt was kind of looking back at it from just a normal like cuz I don't listen to these unironically a lot, but there are times where I'll just load one up that I genuinely like and listen to it. The drop's kind of underwhelming. Like, it isn't bad, but you'd expect a bigger drop. I don't know. I guess it fit with the overall vibe that the song had, but I don't know. I just felt like more could have been done with that drop. Shorten the end by like 10 seconds and then you're good. Uh, huh. Get repetitive but remains not super repetitive. That's fair. I feel like a lot of Soundtrap Boys songs can run the risk of being slightly repetitive. I think the most common color we'll use for spectrums is either blue or purple. Because, okay, wait, there's two reds. This one technically is purple, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4-ish purple ones. There's 2 yellows. There's 1, 2, well, that's purple, so no, there's 3 blues. 1, 2, there's 2 greens. I don't know. I don't really have too much to say on it. I think my list so far goes Tomb, Neon, Melted, Lucid 3. Spot, honestly, is one of those ones where even when I listen to it, I don't think it ever really gets repetitive. Like, it's just so good to me that it doesn't get repetitive, but we gotta listen to Plaza first. I'll let it play out. I wish I would have picked a better chorus line, because this one is not bad, but it can get really annoying. There's something else I'll explain when this song is over. Okay. Cool. I don't remember that at all. Okay, that's kind of nice. That's like a wind flute. Okay, there's a very low level bass line that's running now. I don't. You might be able to catch it, but there's a very small there's a very small running bass now through this chorus. Okay. Piano bridge. It's so good. I probably could have found a better one to use again, but like it's so good. Okay, the bass line's not there this time. Yeah, around it's kind of starting to get annoying now. It goes by fours. Okay, holy bass, Jesus. Okay, now we're gonna build back up into one more chorus, I presume. Yeah, this is the first one where I'm starting to get annoyed by the chorus. Okay, does it just ran out? Yeah. Okay. Jesus Christ. First off, again, like I said, I feel like I'm guilty of this nowadays too, but like sometimes you listen to one of these songs and like you hear the chorus line for the first time and you're like, all right, that's kind of catchy. Then you hear it the second time and you're like, all right, we're back to this. And then every time after that, you're like, okay, just shut up. And I feel like this is the first song, to me at least, that's kind of guilty of that because I didn't even want to hear the full chorus line. Not a bad drop. Was a little short, but that bass was whooping my ass for a second. That wind flute, though. Uh, there's a different song where it has a wind flute drop, and I don't even remember the name of it, but it's so good. Um, I'm guilty of this nowadays, but like I'll have the chorus line run. I don't even think about what I'm doing when I do it. I just think about if it sounds good. I feel like this one is probably on the lower end. Like, if you were listening to the whole album, you could probably just skip this song, to be perfectly honest. Some of the songs need some variation. Yeah. Some of them are remedied by the fact that the chorus line is the same, but the bass and the undertones are different. The only analogy I can give is like, if you were to be, like, if you were to have a platform and walk across the entire Pacific Ocean, yeah, the top is still water, but the fish that's under it vary, if that makes any sense. Like, you're not even focused on the fact that the chorus line is the same because you're busy listening for what's underneath. I mean, that's not an excuse for the chorus line to be repeated 30 times, but yeah. So my list is Tomb, Neon, Melted, Plaza, and then Lucid 3. You could interchange any of these based on your preference, but now for Spot, which, if I recall correctly, is currently our longest song. I think. I don't know. A lot of them are pretty long, but I know this one's really long. Okay, I have to point this out. This song has a lot of meaning for a few reasons. Number one, it is the very first time that a chorus for a Soundtrap Boys song has had two separate parts. Or it's been a multi-layered chorus, because the first part of the chorus was, you know, and then there's this, which it's a different. I'd have to explain it. The synth line that was running in the first part of the chorus. I don't even know if I could. Here, let me do this. It'll be easier if I do this. If I go into Spot on the actual Soundtrap Studio. Yeah. Load, please. That'd be awesome. Thank you. Okay, so if I there's this. Also, fun fact: every single name for every Soundtrap Boy song is based on one of the samples in said song, which is why this song is called Spot. But this is lead spot 3. Hold on, I gotta zoom in quick. This is lead spot 2, and then the second part of the chorus. I just fucked it up. Hold on. Okay, there. But the first part of the chorus is this. And it's lead spot 2. And the line bass is still here. But the second part of the chorus, it jumps from lead spot 2 to spot 3, and it goes to a different variation of the beat. So it's all in the same like circle, but it's multi-layered. So it probably doesn't mean too much, but it's a historic quote unquote song because it's the first one to have two different parts to the chorus. Epilepsy warning for the spectrums, by the way. I probably should have said that at the beginning. The the clapping noise that was in the other beat isn't here anymore now. Wait, hold on. Does this go by 8? I think this goes by 8. I don't even know. No, it goes by 2. Wait a minute. This goes by seconds. Hold on. Oh, it's per sample. So the baseline goes by 2. The I don't even know. I think it's all by either 4s or by 8s. So we got the bridge coming in. Okay, so we're coming back in for the final chorus now. I love the build. You got the kicks that are coming in now. It's a little long, but you got the kicks that are coming in because it's building back up to the final chorus. Oh, God. Okay, so it's keeping the same beat line from before, where it has the build up at the end of each fourth. That's a strange decision. It's not like it doesn't fit, but okay, there's 40 seconds of an outro. All right, maybe I didn't need to make it that long, but like, okay, I still like this one. I you could cut out maybe 30 seconds of the outro and it would have the exact same effect, but like, I don't know. I think this is one of the examples where the chorus is good enough to carry the song. Like, I'm not saying the rest of it is shit. I'm just saying the way the chorus is structured makes the fact that you have to hear it 3 times more bearable, I guess. Because the slow, methodical build up where it slowly added more each time and then had the upbeat chorus with the little synth line in the background so it's barely noticeable. I think that part at least was pretty well done. Did it need to be as long as it is? Probably not, but I still think overall it's probably the best one so far. But Lush is a complete like out of left field switch for anything else we've uploaded. And I damn near creamed twice while making it. It's such a good. It's so good. It's weird because Lush was such a like not even a genre switch, but it was such like a shot in the dark. I've been wanting to do something like Lush for a while, and I wasn't sure if it would even work. I just started putting stuff together and I was like, will this work? Maybe. And the final product came together and I listened to it and it came out so much better than I could have ever expected. It's a little repetitive, but this is also one of the ones where the content material itself kind of makes up for that. But I'll let you decide. I think this is easily in my top three of songs that we've ever made. It gets better in a second. There's a vinyl crackle in the background. Right here. My God. This is my greatest creation. I don't care what anyone else says. This is my greatest creation. All right, here comes the bridge. Jesus Christ. That is the very first time I have ever made a song and listened to it back and genuinely been impressed with myself. Like, holy shit. Okay, it's not perfect, obviously, but like, oh my god. I think that is the closest I have ever come to perfection in the time Soundtrap Voice has been a thing. It just, oh my god. That didn't even need actual singing, and it was still really good. I remember my first impression of Lush was it sounds mythical, but also very eerie. Yeah, it kind of sounds like something you would hear if you were chasing like a siren, if that makes any sense. I don't know. Uh, Let me think. Is there anything that I would critique about it? Maybe it drags on a bit, but to be honest, in my eyes at least, if you let yourself become immersed in it, it doesn't even feel that long. Like I remember the first time I actually had to I have to sit and re-listen to all the songs before I release them. And when I was listening to it back, the 4 minutes the song lasted went by so quickly because I was so taken aback by the song itself. But I don't know. I think Lush is the best, if not very close to the best. It's top three for sure. Just I was on something else entirely when I made this song. Apparently, just oh my god. I don't know if I'm the only one who's just appreciating the beauty of this song, but like sometimes me I'm just sitting here going, "Yeah, this song is amazing," and everyone else in chat is just like, "What do you mean that song sucks?" I don't even know. An event that we did the other day, so I'm literally sitting here in my fridge with like 30 of these little mini Sunkist and Sprite books. Just oh my god. Okay, I gotta calm down. Still, that song is just mwah. It's so good. It's not perfection, but I think it's pretty damn close. Then we get into this one, which besides Lucid 3, I think is the most basic Gen 2 song we've made, to be honest. But if you want to know what this song is, one word, bass. Like, this song is just bass and synth. That's all it is. But here we go. Yeah. Alright, give me this drop, I guess. Okay. Again, I feel like that one was just that one is the most mid of all of the Gen 2 songs that have been made so far. It's not bad, but I feel like it's the other song in that album you could just skip and be fine. Bassline got repetitive very quickly. Some of the parts didn't flow together too well. I feel like I think that's a callback to a different song too, but I can't remember which one it is. Oh no. Let's just move into this one. This was my first ever attempt at adding an electric guitar sample into any of our songs. So we'll see if it's as decent as I remember it being. Alright. Again, I feel like it could have ended right here and it would have been fine. Alright. Definitely better than processed, I'll say that much. But I feel like the first attempt at the electric guitar thing with little ding 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 ding, I feel like that one was a lot better. Like that one I definitely liked a lot more. Not to say the second one was bad, but I feel like at that point I was just trying too hard. I don't know. I think that one's fine for a first attempt at electric guitar stuff, but yeah. But here we go with this one. When this one dropped, I played it on a Twitch stream at first. Like, I remember showing it to chat and having people saying that it was actually pretty good, so we'll see if you guys say the same thing. Also, by the way, the song is named Single and it premiered on Valentine's Day. Just wanted to point that out. I don't know, I think that one lengthwise is perfect for what it was. Hold on a sec, I'm doing something else. But yeah, I think that one honestly for a first major attempt at having a guitar lead a section of a song is actually really good. Alright, Nightfall. This one's also kind of just a filler song. You could skip this one, but Alright, a little loud. Again, you literally could just like that's a song where if you listen to it, it won't be bad, and if you don't listen to it, it won't be bad. It'll literally just like it's literally the most filler song. Same with Process. It's not bad, but it's kind of just a filler. You need at least one in every album that's kind of just a filler. I really don't have anything to say about it. Mist. I think this is yeah, this is the first one that kind of bumped us up a little bit and had people hyped for the Gen 2 Spotify drop, but let's see. This song is a callback. I know that for sure. It's this piano line. This comes from. Now I have to find it. I know the song, I just have to find it. It's a song called Dark Chi. And it was made like a decent bit ago. here. Yeah, that's what this is calling back to. And then we got one more, like, spike up, and then we're gonna be done. Oh, yeah, this is another callback too. To Plaza. Like literally it called back Plaza because there was that and if you listen closely it's here too. Yeah, before we get into that one, not only did that one have a few callbacks, but that one also fixed a lot of the earlier issues we had. So that one I think honestly is near the top as well. But Lush is better. Here we go with this one. This has my favorite drop of any Soundtrap Boys song so far. we go. Honestly, this one is on par with Lush, in my opinion. You could criticize the beginning half, the opening half, just a little, but everything beyond like the 2 minute mark, hold on. Everything from this point beyond is just so fucking good. As soon as this choir drops, just... oh my god. It's just so fucking good. Ah, it's fucking beautiful. So my tier list probably goes Lush, then Chord, but you could switch those two. Mist, Spot, and then everything else. But like, oh my god. I should probably play Lush 2 before I play Lush 3. Because I have fucking Lush 2 in studio and it's on Spotify, but it's not on YouTube yet. It will be soon. But I'll play Lush 2, I guess, as well. I think this one is just ever so slightly better than Lush 1, but we'll see what you guys think.
I'll follow you wherever you go. Stay close to you, 'cause darling, you're my home.
It's so good.
I'll follow you wherever you go. Stay close to you, 'cause darling, you're my home. I'll follow you wherever you go. Stay close to you, 'cause darling, you're my home. I'll follow you wherever you go. Stay close to you, 'cause darling, you're my home.
I don't even have anything to say. It's just so fucking good. But anyway, now into Lush 3, and then, yeah.
Frozen to the bone, there's darkness in your soul. You're cold, cold heart, you're cold, cold heart, yeah. Haunt me like a ghost that won't leave me alone. You're cold, cold heart, you're cold, cold heart, yeah.
You gonna be alright. You gonna be alright. You gonna be alright. You gonna be alright. You gonna be
Frozen to the bone, there's darkness in your soul. You're cold, cold heart, you're cold, cold heart, yeah. Haunt me like a ghost that won't leave me alone. You're cold, cold heart, you're cold, cold heart, yeah.
Those vocal chops are really good.
You gonna be alright. You gonna be alright. You gonna be alright. You gonna be alright. You gonna be
Frozen to the bone, there's darkness in your soul. You're cold, cold heart, you're cold, cold heart, yeah. Haunt me like a ghost that won't leave me alone. You're cold, cold heart, you're cold, cold heart, yeah. Frozen to the bone, There's darkness in your soul. You're cold, cold heart. You're cold, cold heart. Yeah, haunt me like a ghost that won't leave me alone. You're cold, cold heart. You're cold, cold heart. Yeah.
The only complaints I have about it are that it drug on a little, and I would have turned down the "you go" at the end. But other than that, I think the hierarchy goes Lush 2, Lush 1, Lush 3. Like, none of them are bad. All of them are great. I just think that Lush 2 is the best. Because objectively, Lush 2 is a step up from the first one in every single way. So my list right now, we have 3 songs up, but my list right now goes Lush 2, Chord, Lush 1, then the rest is interchangeable. So Leather, which also objectively probably is the best song, but, you know. Just beauty incarnate. I don't even know what the hell else to say. I think other than fucking Chord, that was the peak of this album. Like, that was the definitive peak of this album. Because holy shit. But here we go with the one that Anna claimed sounded like a Tokyo Drift thing. I was gonna say Toyota Drift for some reason. I think of the Vertigo songs, other than Chord, that one had the second best drop. And I'll just quickly play this one because I don't need to go too much into it because I did on the stream, but like, just here you go. After listening to all of them for almost 2 hours, you can make your own assumptions and you can like what you would like to like. But I think either Lush 2 or Chord is the best. Like, I think just hands down, those are the two best. They fit the best, they flow the best. Chord has a fucking amazing drop. Lush 2 is just amazing overall. There's no bad parts. Same with Chord. Like, I'm not saying the beginning half is a little. The beginning half of Chord is still really good. It's just that the second half is so goddamn phenomenal that it completely outclasses the first part. Yeah, that's going to be it for me. You can make your own assumptions down in the comments if you like. I'd love to hear what you think is the best. But until then, yeah, I'm going to head out. See you later. Bye.